Good day and welcome. My name is Angelo, your uncle. This is Nation Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. That hub that keeps you updated on issues pertaining to the political system in Nigeria as it borders the masses and the even distribution of the national cake. Yes, first on the list of my updates without wasting much of your time is something very good. Yeah, I would think this is good because this is a headway or a stepping stone to the achievement of a better Nigeria. David Hundeyin, investigative journalist, has reported Bola Ahmed Tinibu to the United Nations. I thought he was above the law, but now I know he is not. All right, yeah. David Hundeyin has reported Bola Ahmed Tinibu to the United Nations. All right, yeah. Bola Ahmed Tinibu may not survive this. Yes, after hearing this and watching this video, you will know that Bola Ahmed Tinibu may not actually survive this. At the 54th United Nations Human Rights Council session in Geneva, Switzerland, during the meeting, David Hundeyin was invited to speak as a guest, all right? But although he was not invited physically, he spoke via video call, via Zoom, all right? Yes, for safety reasons. You know, David Hundeyin is now is now under hiding, all right? He has gone into hiding because of the threats from the Bola Ahmed Tinibu led administration and their quest to bring him to Nigeria, arrest and torture him, and perhaps make him go through extrajudicial killing, all right? And this is very bad. Nigerian government or different administrations in Nigeria in different times have been held responsible for the death of lots of journalists. And we cannot allow this to continue to happen, right? During this session, during the Zoom call, he spoke and cried out about the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime and its ongoing attempt to silence him and put an end to his journalism by illegal means. Please watch this video where David Hundeyin cried out in utmost sincerity to the United Nations, hierarchy. Please stay tuned.
I now give the floor to Vivat International.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak at the 54th session of the UN Human Rights Council. As an investigative journalist from Nigeria, my work primarily focuses on advancing transparency and accountability in government. I have repeatedly used my journalistic platform to expose and publicize malfeasance and criminal behavior by powerful people in Nigeria, most recently the new Nigerian president, Bola Tinibu, an individual whose FBI file of over 2,500 pages is set to be released publicly for the first time next month, and who has, as a matter of public record, forfeited $460,000 to the United States government, being proceeds of heroin trafficking. Due to my journalistic work, his regime has taken extraordinary steps to silence me, including a recent attempted abduction from Ghana where I have political asylum. The Tinibu regime is currently trying to prevail on Ghana, which historically is a close ally of Nigeria, to violate the non-refoulement principle and have me return to Nigeria, where I would almost certainly face imprisonment, torture, and extrajudicial execution. To save my life and the important work that I do, I have been forced into a semi-nomadic lifestyle, rarely sleeping in one place for a prolonged period of time. In fact, it is from one of these temporary locations that I'm filming this message. Now, under Article 19 of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights, freedom of expression is a fundamental human right. And as a journalist, I must be able to do my work without living in fear or living on the run, simply because I'm doing my job. Thank you.
Yeah, David Hundeyin there. He's one of the best we have in Nigeria, if not the best, as regards investigative journalism, right? So I see no reason why his life should be under threat. If his life is under threat, that means we all are not safe anymore. All right. So this is going too far than we imagined. All right. They are now sending threats to him, sending unknown persons to him, and all that. Okay. This is so sad. Hence the reason why David Hundeyin should be kept safe. Sorry, David Hundeyin, for encountering this, but we are all in this. Okay. So David Hundeyin should be listened to by the UN, and they should do the needful. Caution President Tinibu, or do the needful by keeping him silent. All right. Now on the second update of the day, Justice Kanu Godwin Agabi, a former Attorney General and Minister of Justice of the Federation, has urged Nigerian judges to do the needful, as one day they will surely account for their deeds. This sounds like karma to me. Yeah, it sounds like karma to me. He said this in a massive call for them to turn off from injustice, cheating, corruption, and conspiracy. That's karma. Alright, so I would allow you to watch this video, a brief cutaway where Justice Kanu Godwin Agabi spoke to the judges. In general, everybody, including the NJC and the NBA. Stay tuned, please.
At a time of violence and uncertainty, the death of these great sons of the judiciary holds lessons for us. If they could die, we should remember that we too shall die. If at death they took nothing with them, we should realize that at death we too shall take nothing with us. If they stand in judgment now, we too should realize that a day is coming when we too shall be called to account. If whatever they owned in their lifetimes are of no account now, let us realize that the things we are sacrificing everything to acquire now shall equally be of no account when the time comes for us to give account of our stewardship. As a nation, we have been caught in one long, great midnight. Even then, we should not despair. The Lord will save us. The Lord will save an afflicted nation. He will light our candle. The Lord will enlighten our darkness. He will deliver the nation from violence and uncertainty. It shall be with us as it was with ancient Ethiopia. This nation shall, sooner than later, raise her hands to the Lord. It is with that hope, it is with that conviction that we live. And so, whatever misgivings we have, we should not resort to desperate battles. Those who have taken up arms should please lay them down.
All right, that's that. According to what we have there, Godwin Agabi Kanu, Justice, has been, someone who has experienced this part of the Nigerian legal system. All right, he has experienced here. He was once a minister of justice, an attorney general. So he knows what this is. He has played different roles. Some very, very, very stubborn roles. Some are very, crafty roles. But he is telling you from experience. So this is a massive call to Justice Haruna Samani Simon and his cohorts to please, retrace their steps or face karma. Finally, I have something different. After the suspension of Godwin Emefiele, the erstwhile CBN governor, Bola Ahmed Tinibu has gone forth to appoint one Mr. Olayemi Michael Cardoso going forward as the CBN governor. Now, this man has a very, very commendable profile and, a good track record, very successive track record as financial institutions are concerned. All right. Now, to that effect, Olayemi Michael Cardoso has been confirmed by the Senate as the new Central Bank of Nigeria governor. Though concerns were raised by a few senators, for example, Adams Oshomole actually rose a concern. All right, but they were all waived. Okay, we hope it won't be, or it won't end up to be another Godwin Emefiele saga, because lots of concerns that were raised were not put into consideration. Please watch a brief video as the House of Senate confirmed Olayemi Michael Katoso.
Nigeria's economy is in dire straits, and the country looks up to a Harvard-trained finance expert, Olayemi Michael Katoso, to help navigate its monetary and financial policies out of trouble following his screening and confirmation by the Senate. His nomination and confirmation comes on the heels of the emergency resignation by the former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, according to the Senate President Godswill Akpabio.
With the information of the emergency resignation from office of the Governor of Central Bank and the 4 deputies, we cannot allow a vacuum. So the Senate had to resume today to try to sort this out for the interest of all Nigerians.
But no letter of resignation from Emefiele was read or made available to senators or journalists during the Senate session. Olayemi comes highly recommended for the job and conscious of the responsibility he lays before the Senate a staggering target of lifting the size of Nigeria's economy to $1 trillion in gross domestic product (GDP).
The economic policy proposals of the administration identify a set of fiscal reforms and growth targets that will achieve a $1 trillion GDP within 8 years.
For many here, Katoso's target is achievable, but he must quickly fix the economic indices that seem stuck high against Nigeria and which have left his economy in a hard place.
I think there are lots of jobs to do. Like I said, the variables are very weak. Economic variables are very weak. And it is when you work on those variables that you can recover the economy.
It's heavy, I agree with you, but the most important thing is what are the resources that are available in Nigeria? Can Nigeria meet up with that? And the answer is yes.
The biggest concern of the day is a badly beaten naira in the foreign exchange market, with the currency struggling at its lowest ebb in years at 1,000 naira to the US dollar.
I will want a situation where we can put a caveat on every demand of forex to sign a memorandum of understanding with EFCC or any of our institutions for them to have a code that grants the agency to verify, and everything that relates to that importation will have that code.
Also confirmed by the Senate are 4 deputy governors for the Central Bank of Nigeria to assist the new governor in revamping Nigeria's monetary policies. Senators say a major challenge is rising inflation and supply of money, which the new CBN governor said accounts for 50% of Nigeria's pre-rallying inflation that currently stands at roughly 24%. Another major concern is the issue of deficit financing, which the CBN says it hopes to tackle side by side with the fiscal managers of the economy. Katoso, who is Nigeria's 12th CBN governor, is promising a new institution that will play by the rules, do things differently, and stay away from the murky waters of politics.
All right, all said and done there. He has been confirmed, and we hope he does what he is asked to do, and not play by the script or not play by his paymasters. All right, wouldn't say much. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our updates together. From our table, we would like to call it quits, but before we do that, I would like to urge you, like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. If you're watching me for the first time, of course, you know what to do. Tap the subscribe button. Please do so, because we need to go more than we are now. Then finally, tap the notification bell too, so that you get to see me each time I drop an update. From my table, see you next time. Bye.